Meet Hermon, a high-scoring TOEFL teen.
Alright, so I'm Hermon, and I'm a 13-year-old teen who got a score of 109 on the TOEFL test.
He's on the way to study high school in the US. So what sparked his early TOEFL interest and biggest challenges?
Okay, so the first part would be that TOEFL is a huge part in getting into a good school abroad. So I realized this and it just sparked the fire in me because I really wanted to get into a good school. I want to get into a good school and make Myanmar proud. I want to bring fame and respect to Myanmar's name, to make it famous once again, just like it was in the past. So yeah, that's why I just really wanted to get a good score on TOEFL. That was my motivation. And as for my challenges, my first challenge would definitely be the speaking section. At first, I spoke really fast. I spoke way too fast, and no one could understand what I was saying. But my teacher helped me to calm down, to relax, and to convey my thoughts well. And after I did that, well, I was able to get a way better score on the speaking section.
Of course, when it comes to TOEFL, English full skills are tested to know one's level of proficiency.
Okay, so for reading, you need to find like keywords in a question. You need to find those keywords that are in the question and find them in the text. And as for questions that are like inference, like infer the main idea of the paragraph, look at the first and last sentences of the paragraph, because those are mainly where the main ideas of the paragraph are. Okay, so in the listening section, you need to remember to stay focused at all times, because even if you like lose focus for just 5 seconds, you will miss out on crucial and like super important information that may be in a question. And of course, you need to keep practicing so that your brain may adapt to the questions. Okay, so during the speaking section, it is super important to not rush, because rushing can lead to you like forgetting prepared information. And during the speaking section, clear communication is absolutely essential. So you need to remember to just not rush. Okay, so when doing the writing section, it's good to expand your vocabulary. I recommend doing this by reading, or if you're not a fan of that, you can just watch TV shows. It's just important to expand your vocabulary. And it's also super important to avoid controversial topics. So like controversial topics such as LGBTQ, religion, stuff like that, because if the person grading your work ends up disagreeing with you, then it'll lead to a bias score, which could definitely lower your grade.
He also shares how English has impacted his life.
So English has made it much easier for me to communicate with foreigners. So when I went to America to for summer school last summer, I had to communicate with foreigners because I was in America. I had to speak a different language than what I do in Myanmar. But I already knew English. I had a good foundation in it, so it made it a lot easier for me to communicate with them. It also helped me socially when I was in America because there was no language barrier to separate us. So we all spoke the same language. We were all able to communicate well. It just helped me socially. So English has definitely helped me to socialize and communicate well.
All seems serious, isn't it? But did he have fun studying TOEFL with Starfish?
Okay, so one memorable things I did with my tutor. Like when I lived with my tutor, we were doing practice tests. It was cool and all, right? But my tutor, he understood something. He understood that I was not a robot. He understood that I was a human who needed breaks. So every now and then, after a practice test or two, he would take a break, just chat about random things around the world. He introduced me to Carl Sagan, and that sparked my interest in science and biology. So yeah, I really encourage you to learn English. Working hard is good, but it's always important to remember to take breaks. It is important to remember that. I really just wish that you do not push yourself. But we here at Starfish that believe that anyone can learn English. Thank you.
Take one, rolling in 3, 2, 1, go.
Question about it.